And here is the Writer's Almanac for Tuesday. It's the 20th of October, 2020. It's the birthday of Ferdinand Joseph Laments, New Orleans, 1890, better known as Jelly Roll Morton, great piano player, playing in the bars and brothels of New Orleans, wearing his turquoise coat, a Stetson hat, and tight striped pants. One of the biggest names in jazz in the 1920s, and the first true jazz composer, because he was the first to go beyond improvisation to write down jazz tunes. King Porter Stomp, Black Bottom Stomp, New Orleans Blues, the original Jelly Roll Blues. It's the birthday of the poet Robert Pinsky, Long Branch, New Jersey, 1940, grew up reading dictionaries. He said, read as much as you want. This word reminds you of that word. You could just wander. It didn't matter if you lost your place. It wasn't tyrannical, like a story. Robert Pinsky, who said, poetry takes care of itself. All art does. That is paramount. In a survival race, I'm quite sure poetry will long outlast reality TV and Twitter. It's the birthday of John Dewey, Burlington, Vermont, 1859, the father of progressive education, combining learning with doing, treating children as individuals, teaching them how to live as members of a community. John Dewey once gave a speech in which he said there was so much knowledge at universities because the freshmen brought everything they knew to college with them, and the seniors never took anything away. It's the birthday of the singer Adelaide Hall, born New York City, 1901, who did the wordless solo on Duke Ellington's Creole Love Call. And it's the birthday of the composer Charles Ives, Danbury, Connecticut, 1874, who put hymns and college songs and gospel revival songs, military marches into his compositions. Charles Ives, who said, awards are merely the badges of mediocrity. It's the birthday of the satirist Art Buchwald, born Mount Vernon, New York, 1925. Art Buchwald, who said, if you attack the establishment long enough and hard enough, they will make you a member of it. Here's a poem for today by Stephen Dunn entitled Midwest, after the paintings of David Alstead. We have lived in this town, have disappeared on this prairie. The church always was smaller than the grain elevator, though we pretended otherwise. The houses were similar, because few of us wanted to be different or estranged. And the sky would never forgive us, no matter how many times we guessed upwards in the dark. The sky was the prairie's double, immense, kaleidoscopic, cold. The town was where and how we huddled against such forces, and the old abandoned pickup on the edge of town was how we knew we had gone too far or had returned. People, now we can see them, invisible in their houses or in their stores, except for one man lounging on his porch. They are part of the buildings. They have determined every stubborn shape, the size of each room. The trailer home with the broken window is somebody's life. One thing always is more important than another. This empty street, this vanishing point. The good eye knows no democracy. Shadows follow sunlight, as they should, as none of us can prevent. Everything is conspicuous and is not. Midwest, a poem by Stephen Dunn from Landscape at the End of the Century, published by W. W. Norton and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Funded by donations from listeners like you, now available on PRX for distribution by your local radio station. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.